Welcome to CTV's broadcast of East China High School sports, presented to the community by Magda. Let's join our announcers now for all the action of East China High School sports.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the first game in the silver and bronze division of the MAC Championship. I'm Fred Shaw alongside Coach John Watts, set to bring you the action in tonight's contest between Lakeview and our Saints. I got that wrong, Clawson and our Saints. Should be a really good game. The game is going to feature Clawson out of the bronze division against our Saints. St. Clair has been highly competitive all season long with great defensive play and finished second in their division. With MHSAA play starting next week, they're hoping these contests are going to provide a springboard toward a district title. We don't know too much about Clawson, but we're about to find out. It's time for our national anthem, and we'll get everybody up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Clair High School and today's second round MAC tournament matchup featuring the visitors from Clawson High School and your Saints of St. Clair. At this time, we ask you all to please rise, gentlemen, and remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, John, what do you think about tonight's contest?
Well, you got a crossover here in the MAC with the bronze, Clawson out of the bronze and playing in the middle of the pack. They're 5-5, and St. Clair second place, 7-3, 8-11 overall. What I noticed about the wins that Clawson had, they had some pretty good wins outside of their conference. So it's hard to tell, you know,
Right.
It's going to help both the players and the coaches get ready, because as you move into the district and regional tournaments, you start to play people you haven't seen in a while. So
Right.
you gotta prep your kids a lot, and you got to do what you do best. Which hopefully today is get the ball into the post, and then we go inside out. You know, and then all of a sudden, Essie and Franz and Ellis can start knocking some down from outside.
Well, I do see Pennywell is not dressed
Oh, really?
tonight. Yeah. So that
hurts.
that's not good.
He's the senior, number 2, Logan Ellen.
Really neat to see the ball boys with the national anthem and hanging on to the varsity. They get out with the varsity and sway with them, and
It is pretty cool.
yeah.
He's the senior, number 13, Raylan Hessian. A 6'1" freshman, number 35, Raylan Ron. And in the middle, a 6'5" senior, number 44, Hunter Richardson.
And the slide.
Nesbitt's starting for Pennywell, so he's got us to step up and I think you will.
I don't, it's hard to tell. They didn't have a roster with heights on it, so I don't know how we stack up, but if I had to guess, I'd say we're a little bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, but overall pretty evenly matched, I think, size-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their position players are all 5'10", 6 foot probably. Well, Hunter gets the tip. Franz with the ball. 3-man crew. Opening salvo in his zone, a 1-2-2. Franz penetrates. And rebound comes off to Franz.
Good drop off.
Get a beautiful pass to Hunter Richardson. Gorzen brings it up. Gozen looking to pass against the man pressure. Shot taken by Stevens. Franz penetration, kicks back out. Ellis, Franz, corner shot, money.
Franz has gone down, got an offensive rebound, hit Richardson for just a drop in. Mm-hmm. Then he gets a defensive rebound, comes down and spots up for a three. Talk about a complete player.
Goes in on the shot, no good, and ball out of bounds, favors St. Clair. So Clawson will drop back into a 1-2-2 zone. Oh, right, what a nice pass. Somebody blew that assignment. Richardson wide open. 7-0 St. Clair, 6:34 in, and Clawson calls timeout.
Yeah, Clawson looks a bit flustered. So this is a good game for St. Clair to start, get a win tonight, get a win Friday night.
Well, after that last one was such a tough ball game, I hope this one's a little bit easier for us. We need a springboard. We need a good win tonight.
I mean, it's early in the game, and Clawson's a little dragging already. Heads down.
Well, the point guard is Gozian. Ray with the ball. And we got a whistle. St. Clair ball. Franz bringing up court. Oh, we got a double screen underneath. Really nice play.
Richardson.
Yeah. Screened off that baseline zone man. Foul on the play. Looks like it'll be against Ellis. Yonan will be replaced in the lineup. That's who was fouled.
Good switch on the out of bounds by Nesbitt.
Goes in. Ray. Penetration. Nice layup. Franz. Head court. Corner. That's the end. A little long.
White ball.
And it'll be a white ball.
I like the way St. Clair's attacking the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
You got the open shot. If they come out, we can dump it inside.
Well, they're going to man up on the inbounds.
Right back to Franz.
A reach around by Stevens didn't work, and Franz controlled it. Nesbitt into Richardson and lost the handle. Stevens with the ball. Goes in. Stevens again. Nice save by Franz. Up court. looking to decide. There's corner to Essian. Ellis. France. Nesbitt. Corner France. Penetration. Got hammered.
I did.
Stevens. Oh, my goodness. That'll be a charge.
That one hurt.
Brothers, huh?
Yeah, I'll sacrifice his body for that one.
Yeah. Well, he's a tough dude, I'll tell you that. One tough cookie. McCartney in the ball game for Richardson, and Oles on the point. France baseline drive, and he gets the call this time. That's twice Davenport has bumped him on the baseline.
What happens, France is driving baseline, and all of a sudden they got to leave their post, and France can drop it off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice pass. Oles recovers the loose ball. Ellis in the corner. That's his spot, by the way. He's lethal from there. France got the ball deflected. Perryman up court, loses control. Scramble for the ball. St. Clair comes away. Ellis, France, Essian, Ellis, Essian. Moving the ball nicely from side to side. Zone, that's kind of a matchup, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Now I think they're. If that's not a matchup, they're man to man.
Yeah, McCartney was wide open in the post. You got to give it to him. He's working hard to get open, and it's one-on-one in the post. And you know, Coach, if you're one-on-one in the post, you got to score.
You got to feed the big fella. Edwards tries to drive, and the ball went off his foot. And we'll substitute in for Clawson. Davenport will leave, and Yonan will come in. Oles. Deflected. Stolen. Oh, ball just wouldn't go. That was Yonan. Nesbitt. Oh, that's Schalk. I'm sorry. And Essian finds the strings.
Like to see him get going early now.
Knock good away.
D. Good D.
Ooh, a little reach around. I hated that when I played. Beat somebody and they reach around and knock it away from you. Takes a while.
That's the only defense us little guards had, you know.
Yeah. On the stanchion, it'll be St. Clair ball. Yeah, I finally learned after about a year of trying to play guard at Eastern that you couldn't let them do that. You had to get the ball out in front of you as soon as you went around them. France, money, off to a good start. 15-2 St. Clair, a minute 46 in the first quarter. Good defense by the Saints. Long rebound by Edwards. Turnaround, Edwards on the putback. Minute 19, 15-4. Schalk. McCartney in the post. Chalk. Franz out to Ellis. Oles handles the wing.
Nice move by Oles.
And that'll be a foul on the shot.
Great take.
He is quick.
He does what you're supposed to. When the ball gets reversed, defense is running out at him. That's when you go right by. He does that fantastic.
Oh, just a little shy. Here comes some replacements in for the Saints. Notably, Drew Pietrkowski will get in on the first quarter. Good for Drew. Oh, my gosh, how did that stay out? It was all the way down. McCartney scrabbling for the ball, and arrow favors Clawson.
Jump ball. Possession arrow points to Clawson.
55 seconds. A block by Franz. Get that out of here. And Nesbitt takes a shot. Oh, nice drive by Stevens. 19 seconds left. Coach D is instructing the boys on what he wants done.
Right there, feed him. A better angle on that pass.
There's a foul. That is the fourth team foul on Clawson, and then St. Clair has one at this point. 3 seconds, so this will have to be a quick shot. It is. Wow. At the end of one quarter, St. Clair 15 and Clawson 6, and we'll send it back to CTV Studios.
Hi, I'm Greg Ross. I'm the Assistant General Manager at Magna here in St. Clair. I've spent almost 20 years with this company, and I can personally attest that at Magna you will work hard, but you will be given an opportunity if you're willing to take it. I've been a leader at this division since very near the beginning. I know this team. Our leadership team is committed to listening and driving forward every day towards our goal of world class. Join our team and let's create the future of mobility together. Apply today at magna.com/careers.
Inbound, start the second quarter. Franz with the ball. Up court, Essien looking to enter and knocked away just at the last second. St. Clair ball, almost a beauty. Essien, back out to Franz.
Now the swing right here, Richardson. Oh, that's deep.
Well, he has been money lately, John. Holy cow, the last game he made about 3 or 4 of those bombs. His game is usually a penetrating one.
Yeah, but you know, he's taking what they give him. Leaving that open, he's knocking down the open shot.
Yes, he is. Showing the capability. 18-6 St. Clair, 7:25 and a quarter.
I really like the way St. Clair, when they come down, they are looking for the post. They're not always throwing in there, but they're always looking there.
Well, when Tony was coaching, if you didn't throw it into the post, you better not take a
Good
shot.
back cut.
Oh, how'd that stay out? Great look and a great pass. Yeah, I like the entry into the post first. Shot up. Yonan.
Basket by number 23, Zach Yonan.
Nesbitt.
Get it to him.
Essien.
You got to bounce that. Got to bounce that.
Nesbitt takes the ball off the board. Up court to Essien. Back to France. Penetration. Kick out to Nesbitt. Shot up. A little long. Rebounded by Stevens. Up court goes in. Goes in. Penetration. 3 ball. Yonan. 2 in a row. 18-12 St. Clair. 5:40 in the quarter.
There you go. Good entry.
Yeah.
Yep. Had to come step meet the ball.
Oh, he necked it. France on the drill.
Nice drop.
Oh, wow. It's a second block. St. Clair ball.
Out of bounds with St. Clair basketball.
And it is timeout.
Clair timeout.
Coach Disserath. St. Clair, 30-second timeout.
So the post does a good job of sitting down, but when that ball is passed, you got to take that step out and meet the ball, create that space for the defense.
Yeah, because he thought he had him pinned, and all he did was reach around and knock the ball away.
It only has to be a half step, meet the ball.
Yep. They are getting better at it, I'll say that for them. And plus, remember, we don't have Pennywell tonight, too, who's been our starter this year.
Well, I really believe this is one of the reasons St. Clair's having so much success on the perimeter. They are looking inside first and kicking it back out.
Oh, knock away again. Oh. Scramble for the ball. Gozian. 3 ball. 18-15. Essien. Take that. String music. Gozian, the point guard. Perrimund. Stevens to Stevens. We assume they're brothers. We don't have much information. They didn't send a roster.
She's a piece. Shaw got killed on that rebound.
Yeah. Stevens on the line, misses the first of 2. France will take a break, catch his breath, and Holes will come in for him. A little short on that one as well, and put back. Holes coming off with the loose ball. Ellis, Schalk. Oh, inside. McCartney, he gathered that ball in and arm across him, and foul will go against Clawson, and it'll be their 5th. Boy, there's a lot of bodies on the floor tonight, John. They're playing hard. Travel.
Clawson's got a bit of a run here. They got a 7-0 run. St. Clair's got to get a stop and get him back to what got the lead, inside out.
Oh my goodness. been a collision over there. One of the chairs just absolutely collapsed.
Took out McCartney.
Yeah, and the chair. It'll never be the same. Oh, we got a timeout. That's the first time I've ever seen a timeout to repair the chair. Holy cow. Or get rid of it, one or the other. All right, now resuming play. It'll be Clawson ball, sideline out. Ray will inbound. Edwards with the ball. Yonan. Gozian. Edwards. Throw away. And up court comes Oles. 3:16 left. 21-15 St. Clair. Oles with the ball and bounce pass, and that time it didn't work. Bounced it off the knee, and a nice layup by Gozian. Competitive right now. Ellis to Oles. Corner, Nesbitt. Ellis will take it a little bit long. Goes in on the rebound.
Clawson looks content just to walk it up, take the time.
Stevens with the ball. Money. 21-20. Man-to-man defense. Pretty aggressive. Essian with a nice basket to maybe get us kick-started. 23-20, minute 41 in the quarter. 5 personals for Clawson and 2 for St. Clair. Yeah, you're right about that entry pass into the. I know when coaching with Tony for so many years, I mean, he would have a hernia if you didn't throw it into one of his bigs before the shot was taken. Not on a fast break, of course, but.
It just makes sense, you know, unless they're going to play one-on-one in the post, and if they are going to play one-on-one in the post, you want to feed them all day long. Usually they're going to get help from the top or from the backside or whatever. When they do, you just throw the ball out where the help came from. And
we do have a size advantage on them. I mean, not a tremendous size advantage, but somewhat.
I think we have more of a skill advantage in the post. You know, our post are more skilled than theirs are. Getting pretty good quality minutes from McCartney and from Nesbitt too, helping out.
Yeah.
Schalk came in and got some good rebounds.
Well, Schalk is our tallest player on the roster, and he is coming right along.
It's funny when you get a big lead like that, sometimes you forget how you got that lead.
Yeah. I gotta tell you one guy that hasn't forgotten, and that's Ellis. He'll play hard on the defensive end. Jefferson. And they out-rebounded us that time. Perrymond. 23-22 St. Clair. Minute 10 and a half. He's got him pinned. Franz takes it in and scores it. Perrymond loops it off. They're going to the boards hard.
Clawson's out of bounds.
Yeah. St. Clair ball. 50 seconds to go.
St. Clair basketball.
And here comes Essien back in for Oles. Looking for instructions, and Franz will bring it up. Essien got it tonight, Coach. Got the stroke going. 28-22, 24 seconds. Stevens, a little shy. Here comes Nesbitt up court. Nice pass. And good decision on his part not to shoot because he was going to get it blocked. 5 seconds. Student section helping out. So at the end of the second quarter, the score is St. Clair 28, Clawson 22, and we'll send you back to, oh, wait a minute, we're not going to send you back. We're going to have another treat tonight with our cheerleaders who won their division. If you've never been to a cheerleading competition, you've missed something because it is pretty interesting. They have 3 different things they have to accomplish at it to win. This is one of the things that they do.
I can honestly say, Coach, I've never been to a cheer competition. And I've got 3 daughters.
I had one who was a cheerleader, but they didn't have this back then, competition. But when I was at Marysville as the AD, I got to see this firsthand. Amazing coordination between the girls. Wow. Pretty much in sync. Holy cow. And they're interchangeable. I mean, they take different parts.
They've kind of lost the meaning of the term cheerleader, though. You're supposed to lead cheers, and we don't see them. I miss seeing the girls on the sidelines cheering, you know?
Yeah.
I really do. I thought that was an important part of the game.
Well, they're just as competitive as the boys that are playing, and they have a serious competition. I'll tell you, it is serious.
Yeah, they're totally, they're athletic as heck.
about that? How much fun was that, John?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Well, my wife was a cheerleader in high school, and she still complains about the fact that she didn't get a chance to play basketball or any of those other things. All they had was GAA back then. And the cheerleaders in her group were all pretty good athletes. As you can see, these young ladies are. Well, now we'll send it back to CTV Studios.
North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sadlac, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hear it play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
Well, John, what's the scoring look like?
You know, St. Clair kind of did what I thought they needed to do. They got the ball into the post and then kicked it out. And SC and France were the major benefactors of that. They both had 11. Both of them had 3 threes. And then it started out with Richardson getting 6 points in the first quarter to get the Saints off to a good start. But just need to continue to do that. They need to keep looking inside, and that will open up the outside for the shooters.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think we out-rebounded them, but we don't have a chart for that. So, and there were a lot of loose balls.
Yeah, there was.
Well, we have 20 seconds to go before we start the third quarter. In I'm sure a much tighter game than what Coach Disselrath would like, but.
You know, when you haven't played a team and seen them, you have to kind of feel them out a little bit, you know. So hopefully they make adjustments at half, come out and take the lead here. Take better control of the game, I should say.
It'll be St. Clair ball to start the third quarter, and sideline out. Nesbitt inbounds to France. Oh, it looked like they were running that second screen again.
Good rebound.
Nesbitt gets his hands on it, kicks it back out to Essien. Hustle play by Ellis, getting the ball back. Shot up, a little shy. Board by Richardson. Yeah, he dragged that back foot.
Little bunny hop.
Stevens to inbound. Goes him. We have Twins, 12 and 5. Ray with the ball. Puts it up short. Out comes France out of the pack. Looking to penetrate. Kicks it to Essien. Long. Goes in. Yeah. Out of bounds off of Richardson. Stevens inbounds.
Get that.
Hustle play by Ellis. Goes in. Stevens. Guzzian, 3 balls, string music. Ellis on the shot. Rebound by Nesbitt. And Ellis puts it up. It goes. Got a foul on the play. Let's see if he counted it. Basket's good. Ellis on the line. Nice shot.
That's my favorite three right there, Coach. The old-fashioned way, and one.
Yeah. Ray takes a shot, a little short. We got a whistle on the play.
Out of bounds, St. Clair basketball.
Here comes a three-man substitution.
It was 33.
Okay. St. Clair ball out. Franz brings it up.
Oh, nice
What a
look,
nice
Franz.
find. Somebody was asleep up the switch. Davenport, that can't make their coach happy.
Franz saw Richardson open from the three-quarters court and threw a dime.
Yeah. Old-fashioned three.
I love it.
34-25 St. Clair, 6 minutes to go in this third. Perryman with the ball. Edwards penetrates. Ray kicks it out to 50. And we got a foul on the play.
McCartney.
Perryman. Ray.
St. Clair's playing great team
Stevens.
defense today.
Ellis on the rebound.
Sagging off the ball, they're helping, and they're doing a good job of getting back to their own.
Ellis, that's his spot. Just missed. Perryman. Edwards. Ray. Edwards. Perryman comes left. Ray will turn the ball to the other side. Edwards brings it back. Boy, from that spot there, deadly. Holy cow, Stevens. Basket must look like a double the size. They haven't missed from that spot.
Diagonal. Nope. Okay.
Franz with the ball, penetrates, left hands it up, and he'll draw the foul. Shooting foul.
Franz will go to the line and shoot two.
Franz gave a little shake to the right. The guy bit on it, and he went crossed over hard left to the basket. Great drive.
2 shots. 4:27 in the quarter. That's the third personal foul on Clawson. Franz makes the first. Holes will come in for Nesbitt. And it's both. Perryman will bring the ball up on the point. Holes to cover. Looking out, this is Stevens. Wow, these guys can shoot the ball. Little teardrop. Oles. France takes it baseline. Swings it around. Ellis on the save. McCartney, loose ball. Perryman scores it 36-32, St. Clair. Just a little shy. Nice drive. Didn't get to the pay bank. Stevens kicks it back to 15, Perryman. Ray on the ball. Perryman. France coming up court. There it is. 3 ball.
With that
39-32. Timeout. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left.
That's it. Essian just became the all-time leader in three-pointers for St. Clair.
How about that? We've had some pretty darn good three-point shooters. That's one for the trophy case. They just pitched it up to his parents. I don't think that was a charged timeout. Barry Mantle inbound to Goosen. St. Clair will be man-to-man. Oles on the steal, really nice cut.
Nice.
Lets him fly by and then he takes a shot. Great move. 41-32 St. Clair.
I like him. Nice.
We got a foul. Right back at you comes Edwards. Takes it to the basket. Might gain the 3 the hard way, like you say.
The basket's good. Jamari Edwards will shoot it and 1.
Yonan and Stevens in the Clawson lineup. On the line is Edwards. And he misses the shot, so doesn't get the 3 the hard way. But he did get 2. 41-34. Oles hustling.
Good entry, good angle by France.
Richardson, a nice feed by France.
I mean, that is textbook right there. Fake to the left, over the right, get a little bit better angle, bounce pass into the post, basket.
Necked it. Rebound up court. France, Essian. France again. Looking to drive. Does. Collapses the defense, and we get an outside shot. Pretty good look. Battle for the ball. Clawson throws it off Richardson, so we'll go to Clawson. Stevens will inbound to goes in. Long rebound. Yonan with the ball. Goes in on the drive. Kicks back to 23. Boy, they've been money from there. They missed it that time. Oles.
No, now swing it.
France. That hustle play by Ellis. Schalk into the ball game. On the wing. Oles, there's the entry.
There you go.
And it didn't drop. Good-looking shot, but it just didn't go. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Shot taken and score it. Edwards. 43-37, 30 seconds to go. Chalk. They're not. If you pay attention, John, they're bringing help on the center.
They finally are. The backside, yeah. Good trade, good take.
That kind of help was not helpful. He hammered Ellis. That was a foul on Yonan. That'll be the 4th team foul. Send Ellis to the line with 8 seconds to go in the quarter. 2 shots. Long in the first one. And we're going to give a break here to Richardson. Nesbitt back into the ball game. Pietrkowski's going to come in for Ellis if he makes it. He didn't, so maybe not. St. Clair out. 5 seconds to go. Pietrkowski in the ball game. 5 seconds. Franz quickly up and lets her fly. Oh. Just off. So at the end of 3 quarters, it is 43-37 St. Clair. And we'll send you back to CTV Studios.
Hello, my name is John Schell, and I am proud to be part of the family here at La Fontaine. Not only do I work at the best place in the world, but I'm also a husband and a father to 2 beautiful girls at home. When it comes to purchasing a vehicle, it's usually a planned event because it's a big purchase for most folks. That's why it is my life's mission to serve my guests at the absolute highest level of customer service possible. Come see me or get started online at LaFontaineChevroletBuickGMC.com.
All right, we're back to send it back. Clawson will inbound the ball to start the 4th quarter.
St. Clair started the 3rd quarter with a 6-point lead, and they have it starting the 4th quarter also.
Goes in. Franz gets hammered. Clawson shows good sportsmanship by helping him up. Perrinan. 5th team foul. Screen by Schalk. Pietrkowski. Pietrkowski again. Cross court, into the corner. Schalk, he'll take it. A little short. Petro rebounds. Franz on the little teardrop that doesn't drop. Stevens from Yonan on a nice feed. 43-39. Well, they double the post every time, so somebody's wide open. Franz with the ball on top, looking to penetrate. He got a hell ball signal, and the arrow favors Clawson. And Ellis will come back in along with Richardson. Oh, the arrow wasn't switched. The arrow was not switched. So it will be St. Clair ball. Oh, what a nice feed. And give the assist to Franz and the basket to Richardson. In the corner. Stevens missed that one. Knock away. Ray with the ball. We got a foul on the play. It tied up. That'll be on the floor. That'll be the second team foul on St. Clair.
That was a weak call. I thought that Nesbitt had all ball there.
They'll go 1-4 low to inbound the ball against our man. Looking to Ray. Blocked. France. Clever takeaway. Essien. Nesbitt. Ellis penetrates back to Nesbitt, and there's Essien again. Another three. 48-39.
Well, Essien's got at least 1 3 in every quarter.
Yeah, and he was scuffling a little bit the last couple of games, so this is good. This is just what we were talking about at the beginning of the game, sharpening up your game a little bit. Getting ready for the tournament. 1-4 low. Couple scrapes, and we get the ball to Stevens. And the shot taken. France on the rebound. How many rebounds has he got tonight?
He gets a ton of rebounds.
Look at that shot. Knocked down. No call. Ellis. Oh, my God. He is such a stud. France on the rebound again. Oh, they got to tell that one because he had both arms held that time. That'll be a shooting foul, I think. You can never tell. I think he was efforting to shoot that.
Yeah, Franz kind of struggled there. He felt like he was getting fouled, and he was getting fouled. He was bound and determined to score and get an and one. Coach wanted him to pass it off a little bit, I think, but, St. Clair fought off a run. Now they're back up 9.
I watched him in warm-ups, and he's really got some hops. A little short. Again, he's got that frustrated look when he misses one because he's not used to that. And makes it a pair, or splits a pair. Come out for a little bit and get a break. 5:05 left. 10-point lead for St. Clair. Any foul from now on will send St. Clair to the line. He goes in with the ball in the corner. Perryman. Edwards. Left-hand drive. Oh, scores it. What a nice shot. Perryman. He'll go to the line on that one. Took a shot on it, but he's a lefty. So he wanted to go to his strong hand and did. Bowles. Here's Ellis on a pass up court. Oh my gosh, that's a scoring machine here all of a sudden. Perryman. Good timeout by
the 9-second mark.
Good timeout. 49-44, 4:16 left in the quarter. Yeah, had he not called that, it was going to be a violation.
Yeah, hand was going up.
Well, every time we get a little breathing room, they come right back at us.
As soon as Franz got taken out of the game, Clawson decided they want to go full court press, and you have your press breaker sitting out. So coach got him the needed 30-second break, and now he's back on the floor. Clawson's involved in a 5-0 run here. St. Clair's got to put a stop.
Full court press. Olds is open. Goes to Franz, who's a pretty steady ball hand. Oh, that was going to be a reach around him. Not going to get it from him that way too often.
Got to roll, got to roll. Got him. Oh, jeez.
How about that? Franz on the penetration. Goes in. Perryman's a lefty. You got to take away his left hand. He's not crazy about going right. Rebound taken off by Franz. Another one.
I mean, we're not keeping stats here, but he's got to be close to a triple-double because he's got, at least 7 or 8 assists and I know double rebounds.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Olsey takes a pop. Oh. Not bad. Davenport battles to keep the ball and does so. Another basket. Edwards. Franz. You get a hand checked all the way up the court.
That's a pretty good press break right there, Coach.
Yeah.
I mean,
left hand again.
I think St. Clair ought to welcome the press, with Franz there because
double dribble.
As soon as they press, we put the pressure on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And that 3-point lead got up to 7 here quick, so let's take it to 9 or 10.
Oh, wow, that was an off-balance shot. I don't think that's what the coach wanted. But I'm sure he wants the penetration, but he didn't get squared up at all. Well, he's going to come out. Get an earful from the coach. Holy cow. What are we doing here? Illegal substitution?
No, they only had 4 guys on the floor. There we go.
Well, Ray will come in to make the 5th player, so. Ellis. Oh, there's the double. Kick out to Oles.
Oh, nice drop.
Pass and beautiful.
Great look by Oles into Richardson.
55-46, 2:05 to go. Ray with the ball. The lefty lets her fly. That's going to be on Richardson, I believe. Over the back. 4th personal foul, so it'll be ball out of bounds. And we have a full timeout called by Clawson. Yeah, John, he's for a guard, he's had an amazing number of rebounds here.
Oh, there's no question he's got double-digit rebounds. I'm just wondering about the assist. I mean, it's got to be close. If he's doesn't have a triple-double, he's awful close.
Well, we have a 9-point lead, 1:57 in the game. If they foul us, we go to the free throw line.
I mean, the perimeter people, this has been a total team effort, because the posts are doing what they need to do inside, and our perimeter people are penetrating, dropping off. Ellis defends like Ellis and Oles both, boy, they love to play defense.
Yeah.
They get after it.
They're going to be missed. Matt's got a bunch of seniors he's going to miss next year because they're all good players.
Yeah, hopefully St. Clair.
But we've got some good ones coming.
So people that can knock down to threes, it makes it a little bit easier for the point guard there.
This should be a hoop. Oh, wow. He's going to make him earn it. I think he got hurt worse than Franz did. It's Gosian, their point guard. He was not going to let Franz score an easy one, was he?
I think Franz was looking to throw that one down, Coach. He had it.
You think
he was getting the steps down?
Well, he can do it. And he makes the first of two. We got an injured player. Gosian got hurt on that. He's massaging his hand. So timeout for an injured player, and we'll bring another player in for him. This is the left-handed guard, Perryman. In the corner. Perryman on the shot. Look at Franz get up.
If he doesn't get a rebound, he gets his hands on it. Richardson pulls it down.
Like on a pogo stick, 57-46. Essien off to the left. And it'll come back Clawson's way. Here comes some substitutions in that haven't been in the ball game. I don't know if this is Coach waving a white flag or not. A minute 22, 57-46. That's what I would suggest it might be from their point of view. And we'll get some people we'll get a couple guys that haven't been in. Mike Reed. Jack Howell hasn't been in the game, so these guys are getting their chance to play a little bit. Pre-district. Nice shot. Petrikowski getting dogged pretty good, but he handled up a little high. 55 seconds to go. Full court pressure. I noticed he didn't take Perryman out, who's been scoring in bunches here. We have to take care of him. Petro looks like he might have him. Yeah, he does. Just forcing his way in. 2 shots.
Pretty good balance for the Saints tonight. Franz led the team with 20. Essien had 17, including 5 threes, Coach. Set the school record for threes.
That's amazing.
And Richardson had 15. That's pretty good balance for those 3. And those are the 3 players that St. Clair counts on to score.
Yeah. Well, maybe we ought to let Perryman shoot from the free throw line more often. He missed them both. And he doesn't miss the other shots. Now we got another shooting foul. Bosnick, who's just entered the game for Clawson, will go to the line for 2. 30 seconds. 43 seconds left, and both teams will go to the free throw line on a foul, any foul. This is turning out to be a long timeout. I thought he signaled for 30. 48-57.
this is a good jump start. Like you said, after St. Clair had that tough game against Lakeview last week, they rebounded pretty good. And there was probably 4 or 5 times during the game where Clawson made a run, and it got to 3 or 4. St. Clair sustained the run. They went on a 4 or 5 run, kept getting it back up to 9 or 10.
Yeah, this has been bouncing back and forth too. Well, this is a 10-win team, so they're not all that bad. They have some quality wins on their resume.
But if I read the MAC schedule right, where I think we're going to be playing Lamphere, we're just not sure where that's going to be. And Lamphere was second place in the bronze. They were actually 7-3. Clawson was 5-5. So
these are all really good games for us to have getting ready for the tournament.
They are
pretty competitive. So Bosnick misses the first of his 2. Kind of hard to come off the bench. There it is. Splits it. Full court pressure. Oles. Reed. Pietrkowski up court to Oles. Nice pass.
We'll kick it out.
That was knocked out by Clawson. So, we missed that one. Yeah, he's got to overrule here.
I mean, this is a great team win. You're getting quality minutes from everybody. Everybody's getting into play. You got to win moving forward, getting close to the district play. Great win for the Saints.
Petro with the ball. Oles. Man-to-man defense for Clawson. 23 seconds to go. Oles. Clock is our friend tonight. And that'll do it. Good sportsmanship most of the night. The kids from Clawson were really enjoying the game and being good sports about everything, and St. Clair was as well. But boy, did they play physical basketball. Clawson does.
They do. Yeah. Well, like we said at the beginning, even though they struggled in the bronze, their overall record was over 500. So a good ball club.
So have you got totals on the scores, John? We weren't sure on rebounding and the other stats, but I think we do have the scoring.
Yeah, Francis got 20. He had 20. 11 in the first half, 9 in the second half. Richardson had 15. Essian had 17, including 5 threes.
Well, he got back on track because he was scuffling a little bit the last couple games, and that's awesome.
Yeah, coaches got to love to see the fact that ball's going through the hoop.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not sure whether or not we're coming back Friday or not. We've got 2 conflicting schedules. We saw one showing us here, one showing us at.
But regardless, St. Clair's playing Lamphere. We just don't know where yet.
Yeah. All right, we're going to kick it back to the studios, and we'll see you next time.
You've been watching East China High School Sports, presented by Magda. Join us again soon for more East China High School sports action on CTV, your community TV channel for Marine City and St. Clair.